So, what have I learned and researched about my TAI focus and how will this benefit my practice and the Can Kids in my class? Over the Christmas holidays, I found out about this book. It was called Mathematical Mindsets by Joe Bowler. The foreword's by Carol Dweck, who is all about growth mindset. And so I thought that sounded like a really good starting point for my TAI this year. Joe Bowler is really well known in the maths world. She has a website called YouTubed, which I also follow. That's where I quite often go to have a look for new ideas and rich tasks and that kind of thing for my class. So that was my starting point. Now I haven't quite finished reading it, but a lot of the stuff that I did read really made sense. One of the main things is that it's really important to make mistakes. It's from mistakes that you learn, and sharing the mistakes that kids make whilst answering maths problems is just as important as teaching them a strategy. So that's something in my class that we do quite often. We can see that someone's made a mistake, we talk about the mistake, we say, well, what should they have done, or what could they have done, or what could you do? So it was also really interesting too to read about, there's quite a lot in it about the human brain and how the human brains never stop learning. So it's really important at an early level that kids see themselves as mathematicians. So that means never putting down an answer, or I remember when Dinah was in last year, how if the kid offered an incorrect answer, say she said, what's 6 plus 6, and they would say 13, she'd say, yeah, that's great, 6 plus 7 is 13, how about 6 plus 6? So acknowledging every answer as well as being important and being right, because they need to believe in themselves and have a self-belief that they can do it. And so it's really important that we don't make the mistake as educators of learning facilitators of getting it in their heads that we don't like maths. We have to model loving maths and teach them that they can do it, and that's why it's so strongly linked to our Can Kid philosophy. I remember last year I had some kids that started off the year before Dinah came in saying, oh, I hate maths, and by the end of the year they were loving it. And maths is something I really enjoy. The book just made me realise how important what you say to kids is, and how important self-belief in being a mathematician. I can do it. I've also purchased What's Math Got to Do With It, which is another recommended book I found somewhere, which I haven't started. I'm saving it for the holidays. So watch this space.